Afternoon, YouTubers. Welcome to the power shed. Yes, solar power. We've got 8 80s on there, so that's 80 watts per panel. 8 of them is 640 watts. They're working really well. Okay, they're not in sunlight all the time, but I would say around about 50-60% of the day you've got sun on them. I'll take you into the shed now, show you the setup. This is the setup inside the shed. You've got there's 2 different systems in this shed. There's one that charges batteries and there's one that sends power directly into the house. So what we'll start off with is the batteries. So we start off with, we've got 2 12-volt batteries there. They're connected to the solar panels. Then they're connected into the charge controller. This is the charge controller readout. Let's see if I can switch it on. Yeah, that's it. I don't know if you can see that. Battery is now standing at 13.5 volts, and they are set to discharge at 14.5 volts, so it doesn't damage the batteries. So it just discharges. There's the charge controller, that's for the batteries. That's the inverter. So you've got your batteries, solar panels, batteries, controller, inverter, and then these 2 plugs here are going into the house, just giving you lighting upstairs and downstairs. I used to have televisions and fridges working off the grid tie inverters, that's one of them. A bit of wire going by there. That's one of them there. That's a 600 watt. Here's 2 more. They're sending power into the house. I've got a meter in the house that reads what's going in. I think at the moment we've got around about 2,500, about 250 volts going into the house. That's DC volts, so that can gets converted to AC through these boxes. So DC goes in, AC comes out. That's what your house runs on, AC. These are the breaker units in DC. Yeah, this little setup cost me around about £1,000 about 7 or 8 years ago. I used to have I think it was 6 batteries, but they died eventually. Somebody gave me these 2 batteries which are rejuvenated. I don't know how long they're going to last, but I am seriously thinking of buying around about £400 worth of batteries. That noise you can hear in the background are the fans coming on to cool the inverters down, which I'll just show you. Over to those inverters there. That's cooling them down. I've had them a while, they're not too bad. Quite pleased there. They're about £50 each, I think. Can't get them anymore though. No. If you are thinking of buying a system, you can buy a kit that's all put together for you, no problem. You can buy the individual bits and pieces. You'll see this one here. That's junk. Don't buy that. Please don't buy that. That is a load of crap. 100% crap. This one is working at the moment. This isn't a bad one. Around about £120, I think. Can't remember now. But yeah, that's running okay. Quite pleased with that. that is linked up to that unit there. There's the dead man switch. Yeah, it's quite a simple system really. I know I'm not a qualified electrician, there are cables all over the place, just need a tidy up. But in general, it ain't too bad actually. Yeah, a quick rundown on the system itself. The system powers the internal lights in the house all night. They're plugged into there. I've got a switch over unit that I've put in the house. So I'm not a qualified electrician, I've just learnt off other people. So that's the system, and then the other system, which are the grid tie inverters, which is that one there, and them over on the wall. They actually send power into the house. So if I'm using any power, that gets used first, and then whatever I need I pull from the grid. And that sounds complicated, but it's like water flowing. Water flows out of the shed into the house, so I use that. And if I need any more water, it comes in from the mains. That's how you can explain it. It's the easiest way to explain it. Hopefully this is going to cost me a bit more money, so in the end, I say hope it costs me more money. This is going to cost me a bit more money because my bill's going up anyway. And if I can reduce my bills by paying a little bit here, which will last for a long time, I'm not too sure about how long the bills can keep going up and up and up, but mine's going to go up £1,000, so it's going to double. So if I spend 400, 500 quid in here, I'll get my money back hopefully within about 2 years, 3 years. So, and I've still got my batteries, so I spent 400 quid. The unit's working. You can see it working there with the lights on. It's telling me what the batteries are doing. Yeah, it's not a bad old unit. Anyway, I'll leave you there. Hopefully you do the same as me, save a bit of money. That's the way of the world at the moment. I'll leave you there then, YouTubers. Bye bye. Just a small correction before I go. It's watts that go into a house, not volts. It's watts. From the grid tie inverter, they're watts. And then my meter will tell me how many watts have come back into the house, and that's how you work it out. Do a bit of little mathematics on that, and when you've got your anything running, it will run on watts. So your standby, it could be 30 watts on your TV. So that's quite a lot of energy really. It's left on all day and all night. That's a lot of money. If you're going to need it, unplug that. Anyway, I'll leave you there. This is just that small correction. It's watts that go from the inverter, not volts. Watts. Thank you. Bye bye.